Hello, y'all. I'm back again for another live. So this live is going to be about the way things are viewed and how serious acting roles are for actors and actresses. So I'll put this video that I'm going to be doing the reaction on in the description box as well. So just keep in mind, I will have it in the description box. Okay. So fair use, y'all. So I'm going to start playing this video for you.
Did you know that you were pregnant?
Maybe.
Was the sex consensual? I just need to make sure that nobody did anything to you that you.
So the white man is asking her, did she know she was pregnant? And she says, maybe. And he says that he just wants to make sure that nobody did anything to her. So I had did some lives over the past couple of weeks or so, over the past month, and I was just talking about the issue of abortion. So the issue of abortion is going to be brought up in this situation. So in this situation, basically, race does matter, y'all. You may not think that it matters, but race does matter. So the white man is basically playing like or behaving like he's her protector. Now they show this black lady as being morbidly obese. Her appearance, they're displaying her as very unattractive, morbidly obese, not able to really think for herself, painting her like she has like a severe disability, almost like a woman that's morbidly obese that wouldn't even be able to work. So, and this is just a short, but it's a video that's under a minute, I think, or shorts now can go out to 3 minutes, but this video should be a minute. But hold on, I'm gonna play more of the video.
Was the sex consensual? I just need to make sure that nobody did anything to you that you didn't want.
I wanted to, and my boyfriend was a scaredy cat. He forgot to call.
Yeah, condom's pretty important.
Yeah, so the white man has to say that the condom is pretty important. I guess is he a doctor or something? But it's always these roles, it's just like when black men or African American men or black American men, they're always like put in a dress, right? So see, I wouldn't be good in acting and adult acting because I wouldn't take this role. So I'm not going to play a morbidly obese lady that is just so out of her mind or so unstable. I need a white man to tell me that it's okay to get an abortion, or he's the one that got to make it where I could have an abortion. And I was just playing the video of Margaret Sanger, right? And she is one of the founders of Planned Parenthood. So they're always going to make sure that black women, and any woman for that matter, especially a black woman, gets an abortion because it's all about the genocide of the black race as well. So this is just disturbing because as a black woman, I look at these roles and look at how we're being presented to society, right? And people, they watch this stuff. So then when you go out in public and you're being treated like you're unstable, you don't know what you're talking about, then this is why.
I wanted to, and my boyfriend was a scaredy cat. He forgot to call him.
Yeah, condom's pretty important. Do you have a plan
She says her boyfriend was a scary cat and he forgot the condom.
with your pregnancy?
I want an abortion.
Did you put her up to this?
No, but she's clearly articulating her choice to end this pregnancy.
Then she should have clearly articulated that I am her legal guardian and I am in charge of her.
So this is her, I guess it's her aunt, that's her legal guardian. And of course, the aunt, her hair is not well groomed. There's no effort for her to look beautiful in any way. I mean, in this sense, they're making sure to display black women as uncared for and ungroomed. both of them, except this lady, the aunt of the morbidly obese lady, is not, she doesn't look morbidly obese, but she has some kind of scratches on her face. Neither one of them are painted in a good light. Both of them are painted as not looking very well, not being very attractive. Now, I guess this would be the white case manager or doctor. I don't know what this show is. Maybe y'all watch the show, so when I put it in the description box, you'll be more aware of what it is. But the white man, he's painted as well groomed. He's obese as well, but he's painted as well groomed, intellectual, and he's, of course, the morbidly obese Black woman savior, so to speak. He's gonna be the one to advocate for this abortion because, her and her boyfriend, they don't know how to wear condoms. Morbidly obese Black women is just being painted like they just don't know nothing and they're all severely disabled and unattractive. And this is just how the Black community is being painted. And the more and more I see stuff as far as like acting roles, I get more and more disgusted by it. It's just so sick. And this is where, yeah, they let Black men and women in the industry, but the cost that has to be paid, it's like it is a true sacrifice. The sacrifice is the way we're presented and portrayed in the media.
Her choice to end this pregnancy.
Then she should have.
So the white man is saying it's her choice to end this pregnancy. So the Black lady is saying, well, I'm her legal guardian. So it also paints us as legally slow, because let me explain this to you. She's her legal guardian, so she's basically, the aunt is saying she had rights to her decisions, but she's not her power of attorney. So me being an intelligent, a legally intelligent person, that's an insult as well, because just being somebody's legal guardian, you don't have the right to make them have an abortion. So any legally intellectual person that has some basic concept of the laws and how things work and understanding the difference between legal guardianship and power of attorney would know that in this acting skit right here, or this in this acting episode or show or whatever, it's making it look like the Black woman is kind of slow too. Now, she's not talking severely disabled or slow or disabled in any kind of way. And in real life, I'm quite sure neither one of these women are severely disabled. I mean, all of us have mild disabilities, right? No one's perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. And I'm not saying I have everything all together. I'm just saying in this situation, I'm going to put this video in the description box, but the Black woman is, debating or fighting for her right because she wants her niece to have this abortion. So she's saying, well, I'm her legal guardian. Yes, but you are not her power of attorney. So they're making sure to show this short. It shows either way, it shows both these Black women as unintelligent. Just the white man and the other white woman, they intelligent, right? So it's just sad. And this is why I don't sit up and watch this crap, right? I just saw the short and I was just disgusted by it. I'm just going to be honest. Yeah, it's bad.
Choice to end this pregnancy.
Then she should have clearly articulated that I am her legal guardian and I am in charge of her decisions, including her medical ones.
Okay.
And if you want to have an abortion, then you can.
Can't say it now.
I know, but as your guardian, she is there to support you whenever you can't make a decision on your own. But in this case...
So the white man is explaining to the morbidly obese, disabled young lady, and I'm not making fun of her morbid obesity. I'm just explaining it, right? So that way I'm explaining a scenario and what it looks like, and then I'm going to put the video in the description box. And the white man, he's overweight, but he got his hair slicked back. They're just painting him as so intelligent, and they need him to save this situation, right? He is the savior, so he's gonna be the one to advocate for this severely, morbidly unattractive, morbidly obese, disabled young lady. Young lady, she's young as well. He's just the savior in this situation, and he's gonna support Margaret Sanger, which is the founder of Planned Parenthood. Okay, he's gonna support her in the concept of eugenics and make sure she gets this abortion. That's just the way it's painted to me. It's just not good. And then the other white person that's in the video, which is the white lady, which seems to be like a doctor, or both of them are working in the medical field. She got this spotless white blazer on, hair slicked back, a little makeup, looking clean and attractive. And it's just sad, and you wonder why young Black women have so many problems.
I know, but as your guardian, she is there to support you whenever you can't make a decision on your own. But in this case, I think it's very clear that you can.
And as you're only 9 weeks, it is still legally your choice to make.
The court is restoring Shantae's right to make this medical.
And it's showing that, as the auntie, she's not making the best decisions for her niece. And, white people need to come in and make the right decision and save the day, right? Ultimately, unaliving a baby.
Choice.
Auntie K, you still love me?
Always.
So the niece says, Auntie K, do you still love me? And then even as I pause this, they got the teeth of the niece, kind of like the top teeth are not in the best shape, or kind of, the way they're painted, their skin, their weight. I'm talking about the two Black women, their weight, their skin, their knowledge of legal things and aspects of the law. They got all these bags up under the auntie's eye. As I'm pausing it here, she has these bags up under her eye. Her hair looks nice, but it's not sophisticated. It's not better groomed like the white lady's hair. Now, I'm not saying the Black lady, it looks like they at least had her wear her natural hair. So I like that part about the auntie. But this is just a bad depiction of the Black race, is the bottom line.
Always.
Auntie K. I have a baby in me.
Did you know that you were
So
pregnant?
she says, I have a baby in me. And then the white man says, did you know that you were pregnant?
Maybe.
And then the Black young lady says, maybe. And then he says, was sex consensual?
Sensual? That nobody did anything to you, that you.
So he says, nobody did anything to you. Where's her Black father? Or where's a Black man asking her these questions? So they're also pointing out in a subtle way that ain't no Black man here to save her or talk to her.
Didn't want.
I wanted to, and my boyfriend was scared.
So it also now is painting the morbidly obese, severely disabled young lady as the aggressor. So she's saying, oh, I wanted to, but my boyfriend was the scaredy cat. So look at all the Black women that will be in and out of the hospitals for date rapes and they're rape victims. But in this video, it paints a young Black woman as the sexual, like she's more sexually aggressive, and that her boyfriend was the scaredy cat. That's horrible. Because you got to remember, people in the medical field, nurses and doctors, and people that are in the medical industry watch this kind of stuff. And they paint a picture of the Black race and Black women and men based on what they see on these stupid shows. So when the white man asked her, was she taken advantage of? The young lady makes it clear, the black young lady makes it clear that no, she's the aggressor pretty much, and he was the scaredy cat. This is very bad.
Was the sex consensual? I just need to make sure that nobody did anything to you that you didn't want.
I wanted to. My boyfriend was a scaredy cat. He forgot the condom.
Yeah, condom's pretty important. Do you have a plan?
So he's letting her know condoms are pretty important. You know what? This is the bottom line. Black people was painted more smarter in them old slavery movies. We're going behind, y'all. We're going backwards. This is backwards.
With your pregnancy?
I want an abortion.
Did you put her up to this?
No, but she.
So it shows the black woman as the aggressor and everything. She's basically the boyfriend was the scaredy cat when they had sex, and she's black and bold, and now she wants to, without a doubt and without even thinking much about it, she wants to unalive her baby, even though it was consensual sex. Okay, so this black young lady, she had sex by choice, but it's just painting black women as like irresponsible. Like we the aggressor when we have sex, but we the first to decide we want to unalive the child that's in our stomach. And she's not a rape victim. She admits to that. But it's painting her more like she's the aggressor, like she's the rapist. So you got to look at what this type of stuff does within the black community and how it paints us. It paints us like we can't keep our weight down. We don't take the best care of our skin and teeth. We don't groom our hair. We don't talk proper all the time. We have no sense of legalities and what the law means. And we don't really understand the difference between a legal guardian and a power of attorney. We in the hospital with a jean jacket on, like we going to a sporting event or a football game, and it makes sure to show the white man he's in a tie and a sweater, and he got this slick black and gray hair, and the white woman sitting over there real cute and pretty in her sleek white coat that's perfect in color with no blemishes on it. This is just horrible. And this is where Black people entering into the field of acting sometimes backfires. And I don't know what this show is. I'm going to leave it in the description box. Y'all may know more of what it is. So I don't watch this type of crap, except I'm looking at this short version of it here to do a reaction.
I wanted to. My boyfriend was a scared. He forgot the condom.
Yeah, condom's pretty important. Do you have a plan with your pregnancy?
I want an abortion.
Did you put her up to this?
No, but she's.
And he didn't really have to put her up to it. He didn't put her up to have the abortion. He just supported it because he just asked her if she had a plan for her pregnancy. And she just outright said that she wanted an abortion. So it paints us like we're just so aware of abortion, and that's our first go-to as Black women. I mean, this is just not a good depiction of the way it makes Black women look. It makes it look like we just ain't got no sense. We slow. We don't even know we gonna get pregnant, and we just ain't got good sense, and we don't know how to take care of our weight or our skin. And yeah, it's horrible.
I want an abortion.
Did you put her up to this?
No, but. Articulating her choice to end this pregnancy.
Then she should have clearly articulated that I am her legal guardian and I am in charge of her decisions, including her medical ones.
Okay.
And if you want to have an abortion, then you can.
And so the white woman is telling her, if you want to have an abortion, you can. It makes it look like she's not as big on this part. In the first part, it makes her look more morbidly obese. She's still obese. So the white woman is telling her if she wants to have an abortion, she can. So what this shows is it's okay for hospital staff and the medical staff to just disrespect the boundaries of the auntie. And ultimately, it's just another Black child that will be aborted that won't make it here on this earth. So the white woman tells the Black young pregnant lady that if you want to have an abortion, then you can. But in that flick in the chair, it doesn't make her look as big as it did in the first part, but she's still overweight, to say the least.
And if you want to have an abortion, then you can.
Can't say it now.
I know, but as your guardian, she is there to support you whenever you can't make a decision on your own. But in this case, I think it's very clear that you can.
And as
So the white man is telling her that in this case, she can make the decision on her own. So she's smart enough to make a decision to unalive a baby. So she's smart enough to do that.
only 9 weeks, it is still
This is what he's insinuating.
legally your choice to make.
The court is.
And then the white woman is telling her legal rights, like the Black woman just ain't got no sense. I mean, the Black woman's her legal guardian. And then it also paints the situation like it doesn't paint it in a situation like she's like the Black auntie is not like, I'm gonna bring my lawyer up here to the hospital, contact my lawyer. It's not it's just making it look like legally a Black woman does not know what she's doing.
The court is restoring Shantae's right to make this medical choice.
That's okay. And you still love me?
Always.
That's okay.
And then the auntie and the niece,
I have a baby.
they start hugging and
Maybe.
they have this
Was
very
this sex
powerful
consensual?
bond
I
at
just need to-
the end based on the fact that a white man and woman has decided that it's best for her to unalive her child. So at the end of this particular video, the aunt and the niece, they are embracing each other in this big hug because it must be a good thing that they needed a white man and woman's help to kill a Black child. And so this video alone is supporting abortion. And I'm not saying it's not a person's right to have it. I'm not saying that people shouldn't get abortions or whatever. It's their choice. I mean, legally, they do have the choice. I'm just going over, we already know that, right? Margaret Sanger has already went through the eugenics process. She's already determined that that Black people are inferior to white people and white people are superior. She's already pretty much, Margaret Sanger, one of the founders of Planned Parenthood, when they first started putting Planned Parenthood in the communities, they first started putting them in the Black communities because they wanted to first start targeting the Black race to make sure that Black children didn't get here. And no matter what, it's always going to be put out in the media that way. So basically, that's how it is,
You didn't want.
I wanted to. My boyfriend was a scaredy cat. He forgot to condom.
Yeah, condom's pretty important. Do you have a plan with your pregnancy?
I want an abortion.
Did you put her up to this?
No, but she's clearly articulating her choice to end this pregnancy.
Then she should have clearly articulated that I am her legal guardian and I am in charge of her decisions, including her medical ones.
Okay,
And if you want to have an abortion, then you can.
Can't say it now.
I know, but as your
And it's basically making it appear that even though the Black lady, which is the guardian of her niece, spoke up, she still ended up losing the battle. So it paints it like, okay, as a black woman, you can speak up, but if there's a white man and lady there, or a white woman and a white man, you're going to still lose the battle. And there's no legal representation. You know, black people in this particular clip, we're not being displayed as people that even get legal help in situations like this. It paints it just like Margaret Sanger, which is one of the founders of abortion, one of the main founders of Planned Parenthood. I mean, not abortion. She's one of the main founders. Margaret Sanger was one of the primary founders of Planned Parenthood, which led the pro-choice and abortion being able to be medically and surgically done. Okay. So they just always gonna continue on that road. Why can't they make her? I mean, the roads that black people take, they just always gotta paint us like disabled and slow, and we can't make decisions, and we don't look well. Yeah, it's just horrible. I just didn't like it.
I know, but as your guardian, she is there to support you whenever you can't make a decision on your own. But in this case, I think it's very clear that you can.
And as you're only 9 weeks, it is still legally your choice to make.
The court is restoring Shantae's right to make this medical choice.
But TK, and you still love me?
And what should have happened, or what would have been best to happen, is for the unborn child to have legal representation. That's happened, y'all. You know, the unborn child can also be provided like a guardian ad litem and a court appointed guardian. They don't want to show you that in here. They don't want to show you that unborn children can be protected in a court of law as well. So I didn't like it. I'll put it down in the description box, y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you. Bye.